Donald Trump before the formal descent. And now, as preparations reach their final stage, the Guard of Honor from the 1st Battalion of the Royal Malay Regiment is now fully in position on the ceremonial ground. And each soldier stands in flawless formation, uniforms immaculate, medals polished and rifles gleaming under the morning sun. Their posture, precision and discipline reflect the highest traditions of the Malaysian Armed Forces. The Guard of Honor will soon render the official salute to the visiting head of state, the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, as he steps out from the Air Force One. And this ceremonial display represents the respect Malaysia extends to every visiting world leader, an emblem of friendship, dignity and sovereignty. The atmosphere here is one of the quiet anticipation and absolute precision. Every element from the positioning of the soldiers to the coordination of protocol officers has been planned to the finest detail. The media, diplomatic corps and senior officials maintain their gaze toward the aircraft door, awaiting that historic moment when it finally opens. Well, at the red carpet, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim waits patiently, calm and composed, ready to extend Malaysia's warm welcome to the visiting president. This stillness carries its own meaning, the discipline, decorum and dignity that define every official state ceremony on Malaysian soil. In just a few moments, the door of Air Force One will open, and this air of expectation will give way to applause, ceremony, and history in motion. For now, the nation waits, united in pride, as the world watches the symbolic exchange of friendship between Malaysia, ASEAN, and the United States. And now, here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the moment that we have been waiting for. The door of Air Force One has opened, and emerging now, President of the United States of America, Donald Trump. Stepping out from the aircraft cabin, the President pauses briefly at the doorway, acknowledging the ceremonial reception that awaits him below. The bright Malaysian sun reflects off the Air Force One, creating a striking image of power and diplomacy, a moment that will be remembered in both nations' history. And there it is, a historic moment captured live here at Complex Bunga Raya, Kuala Lumpur International Airport. A warm handshake just now between Prime Minister and President of the United States. And now both leaders, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim and President Donald Trump, walk side by side along the red carpet here at Complex Bunga Raya. It is a graceful moment of diplomacy, a gesture of friendship that speaks of mutual respect between ASEAN, Malaysia and the United States. Following the ceremonial honors, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim is introducing President Donald Trump to members of the Malaysian cabinet and senior government officials gathered here at the complex Bunga Raya. This is indeed a rare and historic moment unfolding live here at Complex Bunga Raya. For the very first time, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim and President Donald Trump stand together, two leaders from two nations meeting face to face on Malaysian soil. It is a scene filled with significance, the convergence of leadership, experience and vision. And for Malaysia and ASEAN, this meeting represents continuity and confidence in global diplomacy. For the United States, it reaffirms the strength of friendship and cooperation with a steadfast partner in Southeast Asia. And the exchange between the two leaders is warm, courteous and genuine. You can see the mutual respect, a reflection of Malaysia's diplomatic grace and the American spirit of engagement. Moments like this, though brief, carry the weight of decades of partnerships and the promise of future collaboration. What a wonderful sight we are witnessing right now at Complex Bunga Raya. In rare and light-hearted moment, President Donald Trump has joined the Malaysian dancers, moving to the cheerful rhythm of the ensemble, a spontaneous gesture of goodwill that instantly lights up the ceremony. can see Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim and President Donald Trump engaging in a light and friendly conversation here on the tarmac of Complex Bunga Raya. Nearby is the presidential limousine, the family of black state car known worldwide for its security and symbolism, and beside it, the Malaysian Prime Minister's vehicle ready to lead the convoy. Both are surrounded by tight yet discreet coordination from the Royal Malaysia Police, the US Secret Service and the airport security personnel. Now both Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim and President Donald Trump enter the vehicle, the motorcade doors closing gently behind them. In just a moment, convoy will depart from Complex Bunga Raya, making its way toward Kuala Lumpur Convention Centre, where the ceremony will continue. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as the motorcade now slowly departs from the Complex Bunga Raya, we come to the close of this historic welcoming ceremony. The morning has been one of the elegance and diplomacy, from the arrival of Air Force One to the warm handshake, the guard of honor, and the beautiful display of Malaysia's culture and also unity. The sight of the Jalur Gemilang and the stars and stripes waving together above the tarmac perfectly captures the spirit of today, a day that celebrates friendship, partnership and mutual respect between Malaysia, ASEAN and the United States of America. It is a reminder that every gesture, every smile and every shared moment on this red carpet carries the promise of deeper understanding between our two nations. From the grand arrival of Air Force One to the heartfelt cultural welcome, Malaysia has once again shown the world the grace and warmth that define our diplomacy. This marks not just an official visit, but the beginning of a new chapter in the Malaysia-US relationship, one built on respect, cooperation, and shared aspirations for peace and prosperity. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the formalities here at Complex Bunga Raya come to a close. The leaders now making their way to KL Convention Centre, where the official talks and further engagement will take place throughout the day. From Complex Bunga Raya, that's all for now, and we shall see that the